starting on the outside of that row, it's going to be the 68 of Jeff Carnes. Carnes hailing from Quaker Hill on board to London PBA Low Landscaping. General Oil Company entry. Next row has the 9, two-time feature winner, Moose Doughton in that car. Doughton hailing from Uncasville, the head insurance, Bill Heenan sells real estate entry. The 90 of Alan Coates on the outside, the Sandy's Lighthouse, Patchett's Auto Body entry. 10 rows back, it's scheduled to be the 36. That's Corey Hutchins' entry. Hutchins hailing from Uncasville, Connecticut, Foreign Auto Parts. Burnett's Machine Shop, Mizzy Construction entry. The 24 alongside, that's Scott Britton's entry. Britton hailing from Danbury, Connecticut. And going to the 11th and final full row, it's going to be the 77 of Rich Durante from Quaker Hill, the par 4 restaurant entry. And going scratch on the field, it's scheduled to be the 17 of Wayne Corey. Corey hailing from Milford, Connecticut on board the Wayne's Auto Body entry. And it looks as though Dwayne Knoll in the deuce, an added starter. So he's going to be picking up the tail end of the field with car number 2. Now, as we mentioned, it does appear as though Bobby Fletcher has elected to go scratch on the field with the number 56.
So there is your starting lineup as we're just about set. The American Challenge Series ready to do battle. Coming up next will be the mini stocks. Of course, the winners so far here tonight. You just saw Norman Root pick up the Strictly Stock event win. Mike Christopher picked up his first ever Featherlight Modified Series win. And Mark LaJeunesse scored his second victory of the 2000 season in the SK Modified division. Who will win in the American Challenge Series? Well, stay tuned because it's coming your way next. Tim Bennett atop the flag stand will now show the field. Oh, not quite this time. Right up front, Paul Dorothy with car number 21. There's a driver that's been knocking on the door of Victory Lane in the USS Chowder Pot restaurant entry. Of course, USS Chowder Pot, they have 2 locations for you, one in Hartford and one in Brantford. Make sure you tell them you heard their name right here at the Waterford Speedbowl. Caution now coming out on the field. Right alongside, you can see car number 4 for Alan Hall. Then back in that second row, car number 88 for Ed Weber. And then right alongside is car number 6 for Larry Goss in the B&M Builders entry. Of course, as you heard all night long, that beautiful pace car is provided by Bob Valenti's Auto Mall, located in Mystic, Connecticut. If you're in the market for a new or used car, stop by Bob Valenti's Auto Mall in Mystic, Connecticut, and tell them you heard their name right here at the Waterford Speedbowl. You could be driving a 2000 Monte Carlo just like that one, parading the field here right now. Another driver that's had some strong runs in the 2000 season, Glenn Riley, driver of car number 09. Of course, he had a lot of success over at the Riverside Park Speedway when he ran in the Strictly Stock division over there. And Phil Rondo has made his way back from the Thompson Speedway, and he sits behind the wheel of the car so familiar here at the Waterford Speedbowl, car number 19. So we're just about set, and the lights now off on the pace car, and we're ready to go racing. American Challenge Series is coming your way. Up. Tim Bennett now stares the field down as he looks to put the green flag up in the air to get this one underway. Points to turn number 4. Green flag goes up in the air, and we are underway. As car number 4 of Alan Hall shows the way. But looking right to the inside. Trouble. The 4 machine off the pacer, 3 wide down the back straightaways. Car number 4 gets caught up on the outside. He's going from the penthouse to the outhouse. So a tough break for car number 4 for Alan Hall, who came up to speed, but coming off turn number 2, got shuffled backwards, and now has got to fight his way back up to the front. But speaking of the front, Paul Dorothy. He's looking to eat some lobster tonight with the USS Chowder Pot. Car number 21 is caution now on the speedway. 1 car around, up in turn number 4. Going very well.
Pace car back in the center of the infield, out of harm's way. We're going to try it again over in 4. Green flag back out. Pair of drivers looking for their first win of the season. Larry Goss and the 21 of Paul Dorothy. Evenly matched out of turn number 4. Dorothy with a slight advantage on the inside. Ed Weber and Jim Larson side by side for the number 3 spot.
Jim Larson's having a strong run tonight in that truck body machine. Of course, he was a regular at the Riverside Park Speedway and ran in that truck division. And right now, he's battling for the 3rd spot off turn 2.
It's a good battle going on as a rookie in the division, Ed Weber, right alongside. Weber ran the late models years ago, looking to come out of retirement with car number 88. He battles on the inside of Larry Goss. That little contact made with Goss. It looks as though that situation takes care of itself. You see Larson battling back on the outside with the number 44. Good run out of 2 for Larson as he looks to do battle with Weber once again for position number 3.
But up back at the front of the pack, off turn number 2, is the USS Chowder Pot, car number 21 of Paul Dorothy, who's leading the event. He'll lead him off turn number 4, but right there in 2nd, Larry Goss, and in 3rd it is the 88. But here comes Atkinson to the inside of Larson as we got trouble right here on the front straightaway. 1 car went around, and there was some slicing with Frank Rocco at the helm of that. And that could be in preparation of learning some things, but we shall see. But right now, we need to learn who's going to come up to speed here as the green flag goes up in the air.
So is Paul Dorothy that got up to speed the fastest. He's chased down by Larry Goss. Here comes the 50 of Louis Belisle. Belisle very strong on the outside, making his way past Ed Weber in the 88. Jim Larson locked in a battle with the 09 of Glenn Riley. The action, Hutton heavy up in front. Down the back straightaway, Belisle battling with Larry Goss. That's for the number 2 spot. Paul Dorothy in command. Goss has the advantage at the line for the runner-up spots. Belisle battling back on the outside.
Well, coming really strong up on the outside, it's the World Gym entry of Glenn Riley. Been picking up quite a few cars there as he works down off of turn number 4. But right up at the front of this field, it is Paul Dorothy with car number 21, but knocking on the door, it's car number 6 of Larry Goss. There in 3rd, it is the 50 machine for Louis Belisle out of Plainfield. And then in 4th, it's Jim Larson, that truck body machine. But here comes car number 36, Corey Hutchins. He'll pull the 90 of Alan Coates along with him as well.
So Hutchins looking to move up a spot. He looks to pull the 90 of Alan Coates. Coates, a recent winner. And Jay Stuart right there with the 42. Is Stuart looking to move up into the top 5. He's currently running in the 6th position out of the Speedway. Meanwhile, Riley and Larson continue to be locked in a battle for the 7th spot. Looks as though Riley, with a good run out of turn number 2, moves up 1 more spot. He's out of turn number 4. Paul Dorothy clicks off another circuit.
So Paul Dorothy trying to score his first win on the 2000 season with car number 21 in the USS Chowder Pot machine. Back down to the stride, Paul Dorothy clicks off another lap in the number 1 spot. Good battle now there for second. Larry Goss has the second spot, but Belial wants it. Trouble off of turn number 4.
Wayne
One
Corey
car
in the number 17, made contact with Jeff Carnes in the 68.
Winning form.
Yep. Yeah, Bob's kind of struggled with that car this season, both here and out at the Stafford Motor Speedway as well. So we're just about set to get this main event for the American Challenge Series back underway. Dorothy jumps back out front. He's chased down by Larry Goss. Louis Belial in the 50 as Goss looks on the inside of Paul Dorothy. Corey Hutchins right there as well, as it looks as though we go 3 wide for the number 2 spot.
Well, you know, you open the door and someone's bound to come in, and quite a few competitors came in as Dorothy lost quite a few spots, as did the 36 of Corey Hutchins. Now, caution on the speedway.
Looks as though we have 16 down, 14 laps remaining. The green flag comes back out. Goss looks to lead the charge down to turn number 1. Here comes Alan Coates. Coates battles to the inside of Belial down the back straightaway. Jay Stuart locked in a battle with a 0-9. That's Glenn Riley's entry. Then it looks to be Moose Dowden and Phil Rondo.
So that battle for second continuing to heat up down there in turn number 2, fender to fender, wheel to wheel, but no longer a battle. There's Alan Coates now, takes over the second spot, but right behind, great battle for third on back. But the battle for third is with Jay Stuart and the Belial machine. The Stewart just muscles his way up into the third spot, but he's not happy with third. He's going to work up to the outside and try to take second from Coates. He does so. Now he's challenging on the outside for the number 1 spot off turn 4.
Well, it looks as though he's going to get it at the line. Jay Stuart, he's going to lead the charge. We've got trouble down to turn number 1. Louis Belial goes around. The field stacks up like cordwood. Contact did appear to be too severe on most.
Triggered when one car went around, and it collected quite a few other cars, but all the cars did pull away here at the Waterford Speedbowl for winning on September 3rd, 2000 in the American Challenge Series here as Tim Bennett stares the field down. Green flag goes back up in the air. We're back underway. Drag race down to turn number 1. Jay Stuart with the slight advantage, but here comes Larry Goss on the outside, side by side. He gets caught up on the outside. That opens up the door for Alan Coates. Coates now works right down to the inside. He'll take the second spot away when they cross the line.
Well, Stewart in command. Looks as though Alan Coates now up to second. Phil Rondo works his way up to the third spot. So Larry Goss literally hung out to dry in that move as he now battles with Moose Dowden. That battle is for the 4th position. Looks so Dowden coming out on top of that spot, putting the 6 of Goss back to the 5th position. He's chased down by the 0-9 of Glenn Riley.
Well, the man on the move is the man that was on the move from the Thompson Speedway where he ran there earlier today. That's Phil Rondo with car number 19. He's trying to take a spot away from the rookie challenger, Moose Dowden, who's already scored 2 wins in the 2000 season. You never know he's a rookie in this division as he battles one of the veterans, Phil Rondo, as 4 or 5 cars
and a truck
come together as caution coming out on the speedway as he stares him down, points to turn number 4 as the green flag waves back up in the air and we're back underway. Phil Rondo on the outside of Stewart, drifts way up there in turn number 2, off turn number 2. Phil Rondo with car number 19 is your new leader. Back off turn number 4, back down to the stripe. The best battle now is for third as the 23 took a peek to the inside of the Moose Dowden machine. Further on back, a lot of slicing and dicing going on. But right now it is Phil Rondo in command of this one. Jay Stuart runs second, Moose Dowden is third. as Tim Bennett will give the high five this time by, as Rondo will try to score another victory here in the 2000 season. Side-by-side action for that #1 spot. Jay Stuart down to the inside. Phil Rondo up to the outside. But here comes car number 9 of Moose Dowen. He's right in there in the mix as well. As this time by, the 2-lap marker will be given to the field. Jay Stuart on that inside. Rondo on the outside. But right there as well, car number 9 of Moose Dowen, as he watches that great battle for the #1 spot. When they come off turn number 4, this time the white flag will be in the air. Who will find victory lane here tonight? That is the question. The final time, down the back straightaway, side by side, fender to fender, wheel to wheel. Jay Stuart to the inside, Phil Rondo to the outside. Right there as well, it's down, but it's Jay Stuart in for the win.
It looks as though
Jay Stuart with car number 42 will pick up the win here tonight with car number 42.
Phil Rondo able to hold on for the runner-up spot with the 9 of Moose Doughton, finishing inches short in the 3rd spot. That looks as though Russell LaJoy
Proudly displays the checkered flag as he takes a sip out of the Poland Spring water. Proudly has the checkered flag in his hand, and of course, Jay Stuart is the current point leader. Jay, certainly a great run for you tonight. A lot of slicing and dicing going on out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm glad we hung on. The track was a little dirty at the end here, and Phil drove into my fender every corner, and I still hung on. So that's how it is. I'd like to thank everybody who helped me out this week. My wife, my family, they stuck with me hard and fast, and Larry's Auto Machine built a great motor.
And another win to your credit here at the Waterford Speedbowl.
Yes, I tell you, I can't say enough. I'm really tired. It was a long day, but it's all worth it.
That's it from Victory Lane. Jay Stuart with car number 42. The victory back upstairs to Bob Freeman up in the broadcast booth.